I think as you get more experienced and you learn from your previous mistakes, and success is 99% failure, you get an awful lot wrong. I think one thing I've got better at is when weather conditions are hostile or the wind was ferocious, we couldn't even get off the plane because they were worried about the steps hitting the plane and damaging the plane. But rather than grumbling about that, I felt that if we could get off the plane and we drove to the location overnight and made the phone calls overnight and checked on the tide, that if the conditions stayed as they were, we had a chance of getting a really dynamic picture. The location is well known, it's used in Game of Thrones. It is quite a long way from anywhere, it's a long drive. But I thought if the wind stayed of 60, 70 miles an hour, the backdrop to the horse could be as dramatic as is possible anywhere in the world. The next thing to worry about was the fact that when we did get there, the weather still was rough and the light wasn't great. And clearly that horse has to be pin sharp. But we were dealing with a very marginal depth of field. But focus is clearly a key verb in my photography. And as it turned out, that one picture, the horse is very, very sharp. I think it's the end image is otherworldly, it's primeval, it's like something out of a fairy tale. And I call it white horses because obviously there's a white Icelandic horse in the foreground and then an awful lot of dramatic white horses in the sea in the background. The picture looks great when it's big. It's got that wow factor, and the horse is integral to it. It's a beautiful horse, and I think every bit the way it's positioned is perfect. It just shows that when you land somewhere and things don't look to be in your favor, turn it around and use them so that they can become in your favor. I've taken a lot of very average shots in Iceland because the weather's been too good, and it's just not dramatic enough. I think Iceland is I call it sometimes, it's like Mars in a witness protection program. It's like no other place on Earth. And ideally, therefore, you don't want a blue sky. You want havoc. You want it to be raw. And that's certainly what